Hi everyone, welcome back. So guys, in this particular video, we'll be discussing about another concept called loop control statement. So this particular concept would be very useful going forward whenever you will be writing your like Python code and whenever you will be implementing different application. So this particular concept will help you a lot. So instead of talking too much, let's go to our code editor and try to understand this particular loop control statement inside Python. So guys, you can see we are having three loop control statement like break, continue, and pass. So I'll be discussing one by one all of them, like what is the use of this particular break, continue, and pass, and whenever we'll be using. Okay, so first of all, let's try to discuss this particular break statement. So I'll just copy the. So let's say sometimes in programming, you need to break your loop. Okay, you need to you need to stop your loop whenever some condition is matching. So let me show you one example. What I'm trying to say. Let's say. Here I'll just write a for loop. So for I in range, and here I'll just try to mention 1 to let's say 10. Okay, so it will just print the number 1 to 10. So if I just print the number, see it will print 1 to 10. So yeah, it will print 1 to 10, 1 to 9 because here I've given actually 10. So that's why last number would be excluded. It will print till 9. Okay, and if you want to print till 10, what you can do, you can give 11 here. Okay, see now it is printing 1 to 10. So sometimes let's say you don't want to print all the numbers. Sometimes actually you are giving one condition. Let's say the condition is print. Let's say the condition is if this particular I, that means this particular number is equal 5. So here I'm telling if my I is equal to 5. Okay, that time I want to break this particular loop. Okay, I want to break this particular loop because I got the 5. Okay, I got till 5. Now I don't want to print all of the value. Okay, so that's why I'm using this particular break statement. So whenever you are defining this break statement, this particular loop will be terminated. Okay, that means so the loop will stop. Okay, now let me show you. So if I execute this particular program, you'll see that it will print till 4. Okay, it will print till 4. Why? Because initially I was 1. It will check 1 is equal to 5. No. So it will be going inside that. It will print this particular 1. Then it will become 2. 2 is equal 5. No. It will print the 2. 3 is equal 5. No. It will print let's say 3. Then 4 is equal 5. No. It will print 4. And then 5. Okay, 5 is equal 5. So 5 is equal 5. Yes, 5 is equal 5. It will go inside this particular if statement and it will break. Break means this particular execution would be done. Okay, it will just go out and this particular program would be executed. And whenever it is break, that means this particular loop won't be executed again. Okay, so that's why it is printing till 4. Okay, I hope this part is clear. So now you can ask me where can be this particular break statement can be used. Okay, in real time example. See, there are so many actually example of this particular break. Whenever you'll be doing a different application, you'll be understanding. But as of now, let me give you one simple example. Let's say whenever you are performing any kinds of searching operation, let's say you are searching in the database. That time actually this particular break statement would be needed. Let's say you are finding my name. Okay, let's say you want to find my name. There are let's say 100 name and you want to find my name. So whenever you got my name, you will break that particular loop. Okay, you don't need to execute that particular loop again and again. Okay, so let me give you one example. I think that would be fine. Let's say there is a name database. Okay, name database. So here I'm using list data structure. I'll discuss this particular list data structure as of now. Just try to consider it's a data structure. Inside that I can store any kinds of data. Let's say I will store some of the name. So let's say I'll add Alex. So let's say these are the name is present inside this particular database. Okay, now I just need to find my name. So what I can do, I can apply this particular for loop. I'll just write for I in name. Okay, and I'll just print the I. See, it will print all of the name one by one. But I only want to find my name. Okay, if I got my name, I will break this particular loop. I'll just write I is equal. Okay, I is equal Bappi. So what I will do, I'll just simply break this particular loop. Okay, now see. Now you can see it is breaking that particular loop and Alex and John has been printed. Okay, and whenever it comes, it break that loop. But let's say I want to also print my name. What I can do, I can just print it here. So it will print my name, print I. Okay, then it will break the loop. Now you can see Bappi, I got it. And here let's see if you don't want to print this particular name as well, what you can do, you can comment this particular print statement. And if I now execute this particular program, you'll see only my name would be printed. Okay, so yes, that's how actually we can use this particular break statement inside like loop control. Okay, and going forward we'll be using this particular break statement in our real-time project as well, so that this particular concept will be more clear. So yes, this is what actually break loop control statement. Let me show you another example, another exercise of this particular break. Find prime number. Okay, prime numbers. Okay, in a range. So this is the program actually we'll be writing. So here what we have to do, see, user will give two input, let's say the lower range and upper range. Okay, let's say user has given 10, this is the lower range, the upper range is, let's say 100. Okay, this is the 100, this is the upper range. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to find the prime number in between. Okay, we have to find the prime number in between this particular range. And what is the prime number, guys? If you don't know what is prime number, so prime number is nothing but, so you can see that prime number is nothing but, prime numbers are the number that only have two factors, 1 and themselves. Okay, that means you can only divide that particular number by 1 and that particular number itself. Okay, apart from that, if you're dividing that particular number, and if you're getting this particular, let's say modulus is equal to 0, that means after dividing that particular number, if you are getting the remainder is equal to 0, that means this is not a prime number. Okay, this is not a prime number. So I think you know what is prime number, so let's try to write this particular code. Okay, so for this, first of all, I'll take the input from the user, then I'll just try to find this particular prime number. So here to get the input, guys, what I can do, first of all, I'll take a variable called lower. First of all, I'll take the lower bound from the user, so I'll just take input. Okay, I'll enter lower range, and I'll try to convert this particular number to integer. Then I'll take the upper range. Then what I will do, I'll just write a for statement. So for I in the range. Okay, so inside that I'll just write my lower as well as the upper, because it will search between lower to upper. Okay, so that's why I need to give upper. And I also want to give +1, because I also want to include that particular upper number. That means, let's say upper number is 100. If I'm not giving +1, it will print till 99, but I also need that particular 100. That's why I'm giving +1 here. Okay, I hope you got it. I already explained this particular part. Now see, if I print this particular number, you will see that it will print that particular number. So if I, let's say, give lower range is equal to, let's say 2, and upper range is equal to, let's say 9. Okay, it will print 2 till 9. Okay, now what I have to do, first of all, I have to take this particular 2. Okay, I have to take this particular 2, and I have to divide. Okay, I have to divide. See, I have to divide by all the number. Okay, not actually 1, because 1 can be divided with any number. Okay, so 1 I won't be use, so I have to use from 2. Okay, I have to use from 2, and I have to divide this particular number. And if I'm getting remainder is equal to 0, that means this is not a prime number. Okay, so that's how we'll be dividing with all the number. Let's say 2, then after 3, okay, then 4, okay, then 5, then 6. So 2 till 9, I just need to divide this particular number. I have to check whether I am getting any kinds of remainder is equal to 0 or not. Okay, so that's actually I have to check. So for this, what I can do, I can use another for loop. So for j in range, inside that I will start from 2, because I told you 1 we can't use, and here I'll just write I. That means, let's say if your lower bound is 10, so here you can see it will start from 10. Okay, so in I it will become 10, and here 10 will come. Okay, that means it will go 2 till 10. Okay, now here what I will do, I'll just write if my I. Okay, that means this particular number. Okay, this particular number, whatever user has given the lower bound, if I I'll just use this particular mod symbol. Okay, because I think you know mod will first of all try to divide, and it will get the remainder. I'll just do the mod operation with the help of j. Okay, and if it is 0, that means the remainder is equal to 0. I'll just break this particular loop, because if I'm getting 0, remainder is equal to 0, it's not a prime number. Okay, that's why I'm breaking it. Okay, I'm breaking it. Otherwise, what I will do, inside this particular for loop, I'll just write a else, and I'll just write the print I. That means it will print the prime number only. Now if I execute this particular program, it is asking for the lower bound. Let's say I'll give 10, and it is asking for the upper bound. Let's say 100. Okay, now if I execute, now see, these are my prime number. Okay, these are my prime number. Okay, you can see these are my prime number. So that's how actually we can write this particular program, and we can use this particular break statement. Okay, now I think you got it. What is the use of this particular break statement, and how we can use it, okay, in our problem statement. Now after that, let's try to discuss this particular continue. Okay, continue statement. So let me just comment out. See, to give you this particular continue example, first of all, I'll just write a program. I'll just write for I in range. Inside that, I'll just mention one range, let's say 1 to 10, and inside that I'll just write if let's say I is equal 5. That means the same program we have written previously. I'll do the continue operation, then I'll just print this particular number. Now let's say if I print this particular program, see what will happen. See, this is the output. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. See, 5, it's not there. Then 6, 7, 8, 9. That means what is happening whenever you are using this particular continue statement? See, whenever it is getting 5, that means I is equal 5, it will do the continue. Okay, it will do the continue operation. That means this particular step will skip. This particular step will skip and it will go to the next step. That means 5 would be skipped here and it will go to the next step. That means whenever I is equal 5, it is just skipping that particular 5 and it is telling just again go to the for loop and again try to run from the next step. Okay, this is the work of this particular continue. Now you can ask me what is the use of this particular continue statement. So I can give you one very simple example. Let's say the e-commerce website. Okay, the e-commerce website I told you now. Let's say Amazon. So whenever let's say you are searching for any product, let's say you are searching for one smartphone. Let's say iPhone 14 Pro Max. Let's say if this particular iPhone 14 Pro Max is not available. Okay, let's say it's not available inside Amazon, out of stock. So what will happen? So whenever you are searching this particular product, this particular product won't be coming and they will tell you out of stock, this particular product. So they're using this particular continue statement. So whenever they're doing the search operation, okay, whenever they're doing the search operation, let's say they're doing the search operation, you have given iPhone 14 Pro Max, they will first of all check with the help of for loop. So first of all, they will search iPhone is there or not. If there, if it is available in the stock or not, like how many iPhones are available. If it is zero, that means iPhone, let's say number of count is 0. It will do the continue statement. That means it is out of stock. Okay, it will show you the next product that time. Okay, that is the use of this particular continue statement. I hope this part is clear. Now there is another statement, control statement called pass. Pass is very simple. See pass actually one statement. We are not going to use this particular pass statement in our logic implementation, but sometimes actually we need this particular pass statement to create a template of our code. Okay, let me give you an example. Let's say I'll just write a for loop. So for I in range, and let's say this is my range. Okay, 1 to 10. Now see, if I just write this particular program, now if I execute, see, it will throw me error. It is telling incomplete input. It's telling incomplete input. That means this particular for loop we have designed, this particular for loop we have written, so it is not actually finished yet, because you can see it is expecting one code. It is expecting one code inside this particular for loop. Okay, but let's say as of now you don't know what to write inside this particular for loop, but you will be writing in future. Okay, for the future you are keeping this particular code, but whenever you are executing this particular line, it will throw error. To prevent this particular error, I can use this particular pass statement. Pass means you are telling your programmer just try to pass. Okay, try to pass this particular program without throwing any kinds of error. Later on I will add the code inside this particular for loop itself. Okay, now if I execute this particular program, you'll see that now it will execute successfully, okay, without any kinds of error. So this is the work of this particular pass. So sometimes actually we don't need to write the code entirely. Sometimes we'll just only create the boilerplate, that is the template, and we'll just write to the pass statement there, so that our code won't be giving any kinds of error. This particular pass you'll be using a lot whenever you'll be creating the functions. I'll tell you what is the functions and all going forward. There actually will be using this particular pass statement a lot. So yes, these are my loop control statement, like the break, continue, and pass. I hope this part is clear. Okay, so yes, this is all about from this particular video, and please try to practice, guys, whatever things I have taught you in the session. Also try to take different example and try to write the code on top of it. Okay, this will make you a good programmer, okay, at the end. So yes, guys, this is all about from this particular video. So thank you so much, guys, for watching this particular video, and I will see you next time.